Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amin Hassan. I'm joined as always by Black Trey, Jay Skills, Big Jerv, and JuJu Gotti. We've got a great show for you guys today. First week of 2024, and I think this episode is gonna blow y'all minds. It's a great episode. We talked about my man, my favorite player in college sports next year, Noah Knigga. We talked about the Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview, and all the stuff came out. And we played a little game on, was it Cat or Cap, on some of the stuff he said. We also talked about if you had to make a business decision in terms of getting married. So not just who you're trying to smash, Jerv, but a business decision. Who would be the woman that you would marry? Also, some white guy took off all his clothes, got naked in a Bass Pro Shops, and dove into the tank. We're going to examine all of it. Well, not examine. Damn. I'm really not having a good week when it comes to phrasing. We're going to talk about that. But first, patreon.com/countthedings. It's new and improved. We added a new pod, the OG pod, coming to you every week. We just had one last week. We talked about John Morant and all that stuff. Don't want to miss that. We got the Cinephobe special edition episodes. I know you haven't listened to them all. We still got some of them that you haven't listened to. They're getting unlocked one by one. If you have listened to them, guess what? We do the Cinephobe Rewatchingtons. That's right. We rewatch the movies, and you guys are interactive. You're in the chat with us. You are dropping your jokes and your observations. You don't want to miss that. Plus the Discord and so much more. It's the Count the Dings Patreon. Count the Dings Patreon. Patreon.com/countthedings. Now, we start the conversation with what, Trey? What was the first thing y'all talked about?
Fantasy football.
Yeah, fantasy football. Palm Tree P and Jay Palmer won the fantasy league. And so, as promised, they got to be on the pod. Let's go, fellas.
All right, so we got two guests on. We got Palm Tree P and we got Joe Palmer, MSU. Correct? Right?
That's correct.
Satan themselves have joined the chat.
So we started this league early on, and we, opened it up to, BOMM listeners, and we, guaranteed that we would have the winner on, right? So myself and Jerv reached out to Palm Tree P. Palm Tree P had a great regular season. JuJu pointed out Palm Tree P ain't win shit.
That
Joe
shit don't
won
matter.
it. He said it don't matter. So
you like the Braves and not the 90s.
So we had to bring both. We had a team huddle. I said, nah, keep them on because I want to know what went wrong, Palm Tree P. You was having a great regular season. You were 73-9 Warriors. What happened? What happened in the playoffs, brother?
First of all, appreciate the opportunity to join the league and kill it in the regular season. But one word to answer your question: injuries. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Come on, bro. Come on, we're not doing injuries, yo.
I mean, that's all I can say.
Justin Jefferson was hurt all year.
I got my ass beat. I'm not even going to front. As soon as the playoffs started, I was done. But regular season, I ain't have injuries. Also, nobody wanted to take trades from me, but, we don't want to talk about that.
I think the trades was a little disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie, but
just a tad.
They were. They were.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you was insulting niggas' front office intelligence, but it's all good. Let's.
Bro, I knew he wasn't gonna win the whole time. I told y'all this in week 3, week 7.
He was fool's gold.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, look at this man points. My man is gonna beat everybody with 80 points a week. Like, what the hell? I knew y'all. He caught me slipping. I ain't gonna lie. Respect is what to do. But I knew he wasn't gonna win. I knew me and him wasn't gonna win. I knew that. Me and Palm Tree P, we was not gonna win from the jump. So here we are, winning wrong. Salute to Joe, the winner.
All right, so
salute.
So panning over to the real winner, Joe. What was your strategy going into this league?
To make it to the draft on time and not let auto pick for me.
Amen.
But that didn't work out. Auto pick made a few picks for me.
Right.
I jumped in the middle. Hey,
We
look,
lost to the auto pick.
We lost to the
Wow.
auto
completely,
pick.
not
I'm
completely. I was
embarrassed.
late
What
to
auto
that.
picks did you get? What auto picks were they?
All right,
Do
so
you
go
remember?
ahead.
I think it was like 1, which is like an easy pick. And then I picked in the middle, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm done. I don't need to pick like rounds 12 through whatever.
Oh wow!
And you checked out on us.
Ooh.
Oh, I
So
feel
you're saying
embarrassed.
your first pick was an auto draft?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Who was your first pick?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Talk that talk, bro. You don't even remember, dog. You just
It don't
remember that
even
you won.
matter.
I ain't mad
All
at
right,
you,
so,
dog.
all right, so once you got your team, you got your full roster. Was you impressed with your roster that you got?
No, because I ended up being in a weird position where I was getting weird picks where it was like the person I wanted got taken like 2 picks before mine, or the person got taken 1 pick before mine, or I was like at a weird turn where like there were like 3 receivers that I wanted, but they all got taken. And so I ended up taking a bunch of injured players, like players who weren't going to start the season. So I got like Jonathan Taylor. I got who else? I got somebody else who was injured from the start. And so if you look at the record, I'm like 0-4 to start the season. And then dudes start coming back. They start coming back. I start getting good waiver picks. And I'm looking like, okay, who's the hot hand?
Okay, so put some respect on his shit, because he still had to build the team out. He missed the draft respectfully. He had some auto picks, and look, the auto picks didn't help. You heard him. He was 0-4. He was at the bottom. He was chilling with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't even. I was at the bottom for a minute.
You and
Jason.
Jason.
Look at
Let's make
Jason.
sure we had Jason.
Yeah, Jason ain't said shit this whole time, so he just chilling.
Nah,
All right,
'cause
so
I already know what it is.
hey,
Palm Tree P, you beat me by 0.1 point.
It was a hell of a point.
a hell of a point. All right, so when you found out you was going to the playoffs, Joe, what was the mindset going into that? Did you have any confidence that you were going to win it all?
I don't really think about it like that. I just was like, let me set my roster properly. Let me like put myself in a position to win. I can't control the other team. It's not like real football where it's like a test of wills. I just got to mathematically put myself in the best position. And then, I don't play football, So I just, made sure to set my roster, made sure if I could pick anybody up that was going to be good for that week, I pick them up. Make sure I don't have any bye players. Like, there was people in the league who were just like leaving bye players. And I was like, oh, free wins. Okay. I'll take them.
Exactly. Then talk about it. Jason.
I ain't getting no free wins.
JuJu fed up right now. He is so fed up, bro.
Bruh, the last couple of weeks of my season went totally off the rails because people not playing each other. People playing me serious as a heart attack. I'm like, damn, bro. So I feel you, bro. Like, them last couple weeks were tumultuous. Salute to you for edging into the playoffs. You know what I mean? Pause. Anyway, so I was sad. I ain't gonna lie to you. The whole season, y'all kept me on my toes. Pause. Like Palm Tree P, Joe. I was into it the whole season. Pause. So shit. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all made it fun as hell. Other than I like Jason, who's leaving injured players, injured quarterbacks in and playing
the injured quarterback in.
Yeah, no, I made some terrible decisions because I was not paying attention to the league, to be honest. I was in 3 leagues. My attention was split to my 2 money leagues, which I was a runner-up in one of them. I'm just being honest.
So the pod don't matter.
I'm just saying I wasn't focused because also I thought I was securely ahead of Trey, so I wouldn't have to worry about being in the last place. But me and that attention came to bite me in the ass. So yeah, I was just being dumb.
All right,
Joe gonna get the final say too on what your punishment is for being last place. Because we're gonna send our vote to Joe, and he's gonna have to make a ruling, champ. You feel?
All right. So with you two, we're gonna give y'all this, right? With Palm Tree P finishing with the best regular season record, Joe being the actual champion, you guys get automatic bids in the next season, sleeper.
Sir.
So that's y'all incentive on that. Joe, I want you to think very methodical and reasonable for Jason's punishment for becoming the last, the loser of the BOMM football fantasy league, sleeper, presented by Sleeper. Don't hold back, but don't get too disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because we still want to keep this line of, respect. Now, everybody thought I was going to lose. They thought I was going to lose, and they was thinking all the foul shit for me, trying to embarrass me. So don't lighten up on Jason too much, because I ain't, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's fun, but not too embarrassing. So who's your team, Jason? Who's your team?
The Niners.
The Niners.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
He hates the Eagles, by the way, just to let you know.
He hates the Eagles?
I don't want to put anything out there, but he really hates the Eagles.
Perfect. Wonderful. I love it. So
ain't that what he did?
I feel like what I want to do here is like really make you uncomfortable on the pod. And so like, can we get you like an Eagles shirt and an Eagles hat and some eye black, right?
Eye black is what
eye black is key. Can you put a number on the eye black? Like a
yeah, like
player's number?
Okay. Because he came in last place.
John 3:16.
Oh,
that's very low lift. I like that. That's not too far, but it also grinds his gears because like he has this disdain for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Can I add one thing to that, Joe? I mean, you can if you don't want it to happen, trust me. By all means, you can downplay it. But I feel like since he's so festive, he should also have to do the Eagles fight song. You know what I mean? At the same time.
Yeah, maybe post it.
Because I feel like you sparked it what it should be, but I feel like the with the pod, we just need to just just a tiny bit of seasoning on that joint, just a tiny bit.
Let me build.
But Joe, listen, if you're not feeling that, by all means, I get it.
I got something better.
Okay.
But it builds off of what you're saying. Okay, so like, fly Eagles fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what if, kind of like a drinking game? Every time a phrase came up on the pod, he had to salute and go, "Fly Eagles fly."
I love it.
You don't gotta
I love it.
That's a good one.
I love it.
I
love it. Done deal. You don't even got to explain no more, bro.
Look at Jason, bro. It's the sound of defeat. Maybe he'll take this BOMM league seriously and set those rosters right.
Right, and my brother Jerv threw some coals on the fire. If you don't mind if I could throw a little coal on the fire.
I mean, might as well, bro. Go ahead.
We here.
The champ, like Jerv said, you the champ, so you got the rule. But I just want to make sure that his money leagues that he cares about, I want them to see this too. So can we get him to post this on his story, maybe even an Instagram post or Twitter? I don't know. But you the champ. I don't know.
So Joe, just to make it easy, just so we can flush this out, so there's no confusion. He does this on the pod, right? I then clip,
yes,
and I post that on BOMM social media page, and he has to accept it as a contributor.
Oh yeah.
So it lives on his page.
So it go in the feed, Jason. It go in the feed, Jason. All right. So all right, hear me out. Hear me out. How long does it stay up as a collaboration post?
Why should it ever go away?
I like how you thinking, bro.
All right. So here we go. How about this? It stays up until the next season.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Because we not about to do Jason like that.
Y'all already with the post.
No.
The playoffs.
No, the thing is, hear me out, Jason. Jason, I'm being graceful. I'm trying to get the dogs up off you right now because the dogs is pouring motherfucking. They pouring the fucking gas and kicking the dead body right now. I'm trying to be reasonable and get the heat up off you, right? So, all right. So, be sure to send this in writing, Joe, for Jerv to remember. We'll post it in chat because Amin's not on yet. And then, he'll follow through with his bet and go on about that. And then, like I said, any last send off for you, Joe, because this is like damn near the Black PTI. You get to shout out whoever you want, plug whatever you want. Pause if need be, because saying plug that can go another way. But yeah, you got your Black minute.
No plug. Just I don't know if my son will ever see this because he's only 2. But what's up, Grayson? You should probably be taking a nap right now. And also shout out to my alma mater, Morgan State University.
Hey.
And that's it. Yeah. Thank you for having me on the pod. I appreciate it. It was a fun league, good games. Sorry, Jason. You know, price of doing business.
Yeah, price of doing business.
Man.
I love
it. It is what it is, Joe.
All right, fellas. Thank you again for joining us.
Sponsor P, you got somebody want to shout out? You got,
yeah. Might as well.
Regular season champ. I mean, we still get a banner.
He get the in-season tournament.
In-season tournament banner.
I'll wave it too. I'll put it on the wave. I just want to shout you guys out for a fun season and look forward to next year. I'm taking it all the way, in-season tournament and the playoffs. So
sounds good.
Get that banner ready.
Mm-hmm. Who do you want to shout out before we get up out of here? Because we got a whole nother show to record before this.
Nobody really.
Damn.
Nobody.
Okay.
Shout out to no damn body.
No
shout out to nobody.
No free promo out here no free promo on Palm Tree P time.
Exactly.
Palm Tree P on X. That's it.
You feel
That's it.
Yeah, that sounds spicy.
Well, it is what it is.
The X. I still can't. Whenever somebody says the X, it's wild to me.
Twitter, formerly known as X. There you go. Or X,
Appreciate
formerly known as
y'all.
Twitter. There you go.
Good
Appreciate
to meet
y'all, fellas.
brothers, man. Y'all
Likewise.
Cool nigga, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Some cool brothers.
Yeah, that was definitely cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the gang and them. We love our listeners. You know, they family out this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
For the I'm looking at the BOMM rundown, and JuJu posed a question in the chat earlier this week, or in the middle of the week. If a white person called you a naysayer, how would you react?
Right. I've been seeing a lot of frivolous jokes too online. I seen one this morning. Because you know the guy Noah Knigga. Is it Knigga? Is it Knigga?
Is it nigga? Is it just
all right?
nigga?
All right. So I did some research because I wanted to know what was going on. Now, obviously, our brains and our phonetics, it reads Noah Knigga, which is pretty dope name, wrong race, right? But as I'm prepping the rundown, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna talk about this. I want to make sure that I did the proper research and that we're saying the name right. The last name is Knigga.
Yeah, I saw that.
What? That might be worse.
That's way worse.
It might be worse because it's unnecessary.
So, I'm here with Noah Knigga.
Right.
Yeah.
He got game too, by the way. He's a dual athlete. He just won MVP in basketball and he played football as well. But Noah Knigga,
I hope he make it to the league, bro.
What you mean,
really?
bro, I ain't gonna call no owners out, but I know there's at least 5 owners that's like, hell yeah, I need that on one of my jerseys. So I got to be outside. You can see owners in jerseys.
I never thought we would get better names as LJ Hoes, which is no hoes, the 0, and Young Hoku. But Noah Knigga, man, that might be it, bruh. Wearing a Noah Knigga jersey. Just seeing a white boy at Coachella with a Knigga jersey is crazy.
Bro, we might need to get some Knigga jerseys for the pod, bro.
For sure.
Some custom Kniggas.
Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, bro, they've been throwing it in. I seen a quote tweet this morning. It was like
naysayer, please.
He's letting the naysayers know. I'm like, whoa, brother.
It was a white man.
It was a Caucasian man. Yeah. A popular Caucasian man too, getting likes and everything. I'm like, whoa. I don't know how I feel about that version of the word going around. Like, let us play with that, y'all.
Pause.
You know damn well. Once they saw us laughing, they was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's sweet."
Yeah, that's tough. So, how? Back to the question that JuJu brought up. How would you react, Jason, if a white person called you a naysayer?
Maybe not as strongly as I would react if they called me a nigga, but I would still give like major side eye and be like, hold on, bro.
Right.
We not cool like that. Because the only people that would do that is like some college age white dudes thinking they funny. You know what I'm saying? And like, you gotta let them characters know, like, yeah, bro, that's actually not going down.
Right.
What if it was a homie?
A white homie?
A white homie?
I don't have no white friends that would do no silly shit like that. And if they did, I would have to seriously check a nigga. Like, I would probably chuckle for a half second and be like, hey, no, for real though, like, that shit not cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a lighthearted way, like, hey, that's for real, don't take it.
Right. Like, find a new slant, bro. Like, this ain't necessary. The juice ain't worth the squeeze, Paul. Like, come on, bro.
Shit, man.
And with that, we welcome in Amin and Hassan.
Amin.
Welcome.
What up, man?
Jerv, how do you feel about that, bro? Would you let somebody call you a naysayer?
I'll be honest with you. If they did it like right now, I probably would feel some type of way, but like Jason said, it wouldn't be as egregious to me. But if this happened like a couple months from now, depending on what kind of flow it is, I might not even like register that shit until later. So I probably just miss my opportunity to do anything. I don't want to cap it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's going to be as catchy to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? 8 months from now, if somebody said it to me.
I'm being real, man. Like, it depends on the context, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Say, you naysayer, like, all right, I know what that hard R or naysayer, I know exactly what you're trying to do over there.
Right.
That's one. And then two, it's also like, all right, so let's say they say it lightheartedly or they messing around.
What's up, my naysayer?
I mean, that's still...
I might laugh. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna laugh.
Stone cold stun and right out of that dab. What you about to give me?
Like, I think it would if they said something like, "Are you and your naysayers hanging out tonight?" Ha 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 ha. Like, oh, or if I say, "Oh, I'm doing Bob and the Bob podcast," and they're like, "Oh, so it's you and the naysayers?" Ha 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 ha. Like, if it was like that, I might like if it. I guess if it was funnier than that, that wasn't that funny. But if it's lighthearted,
that might be a light jab right there, bro.
Yeah. Naysayers' opinion matter.
That might be a
Right.
You got chill.
I mean,
motherfucker.
I want to say because I've been called the N-word before. So I like walking down the street in the actual situation, and I kind of had to laugh because I just was like thrown off. I probably would laugh on the naysayer part.
Trey, did you tell the story? Did you tell the story about
probably years ago, bro? But we were in New York. We were we were in New York. Actually, we were in New York. We're getting ready to go to pianos. We're in Lower East Side, and I didn't even know this was Lower East Side at the particular time. And we had the pod. I mean, we were about to do the live show in New York City, and we had a couple nights there. And we're getting ready to go, and I'm like smoking. And this is another thing too. I don't think it was even legal at the time. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, by the way. Just walking and smoking with some white people. I'm smoking with some white people.
That's what you was thinking.
I just thought I was safe. You feel me? I
thought, hey, like it's a shroud.
I thought if we all doing it, ain't nobody gonna get in trouble for this shit, right? So I'm smoking, and this guy, he's like rummaging through trash, and he smells weed. Now,
the end up guy sounds like
but he's like, hey, let me hit that. So I'm like, who the fuck is he talking to? So I'm like, man, hell nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to smoke this, nigga. So I keep smoking. And he was like, nigga. And the white people, bro, was mortified because they thought I was going to react in rage, right? So they were more startled than anything, right? They're like, right? And I just like, I had to laugh this shit off because I'm like, is this really worth me like attacking, bruh? Or just like really
he homeless.
But
what if boy would have dogged you though?
But Trey, how did he say nigga? How did he say nigga? Because
it wasn't a cool way. It wasn't a cool way. It was like,
because I realized how you emphasize that word could mean so many different things. Like he could have been like, nigga, I'm serious. Like, or he could have just been calling you a nigga.
No, he was calling me a nigga.
Or he could be reacting to like, nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Or maybe he was saying, "Don't be a nigga, be my nigga." Like,
nigga, like nigga.
You certainly somebody's nigga with that nigga tie on.
He's nigga with that nigga.
Hey, nah, it was definitely not in an endearing way. It was in a way of like, well, like basically, fuck you, nigga. Like in that part, but like the heighting of it. And now I just had to go upstairs and, go on about it. And I shook it off, but I was like, this can't represent all of New York. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because it was saying, nigga, yeah, that's absolutely New York.
What's your perspective on New York now?
Oh, that was definitely New York for sure, bro. But at that particular time, we were living in Beverly Hills, bro. And I was so homesick. Like I was ready to get back to LA. I was pissed. We went through the show. You know what I mean? We had a great show at that time. We actually had a heckler come on. It was bad, bro.
I wonder what she's up to now.
Oh man,
now it's all the shit happening.
Hey, it's a lot of shit going on. That's for a bossa nova another time, but that shit was crazy.
How y'all feel about sharing joints anyway? Like, fuck a homeless nigga, like just a random nigga, like one of y'all.
Yo, my nigga, when you said sharing joints, I thought something completely.
That's a double entendre, bro. You turned into Jay-Z right there, nigga.
I'm like, we might have to bossa nova this combo, G.
I thought he was talking about old girl again. I was like, damn, you too.
Glad we on a podcast full of savages. No, I'm talking about marijuana sticks. Pause. I don't like sharing smoking weed with saliva and all that with brothers anyway. Like for like years.
I feel like was that years ago it was more acceptable. Like now it's kind of
with post pandemic. Post pandemic, it's like bring your own weed, right?
Right.
But at that particular time, and the year, by the way, was 2017, 2018, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't as like everybody. First of all, another thing too, JuJu, everybody not gonna have weed on them at this particular moment because of the location. Right. Like if I was like, oh, I'm at the crib, or we both are from this area, we can go bring our own, like match, or I got my own shit. In this particular situation, it was like it wasn't even my shit. It was like the white people shit where they was just like, hey, bro, you want to hit this too? I'm like, all right, fuck it. Because I already was drinking. I was drunk. Like, I just was rolling with it. Thank God it wasn't laced with nothing. Thank God I didn't, like, trip out or no other shit. But at the particular time.
Cool for that safe belt.
You know what I mean? I was on my Dewey Cox. Niggas is over there. Get out of here, dude.
You don't want this.
You don't want this. And I was like, actually, I do.
This shit.
I actually do, bro. So,
sounds like I kind of
do. So, like that was the line for that. But good thing we Happy New Year to my niggas.
Happy New Year's, niggas.
Happy New Year's, my niggas. We made it.
It's the 7th.
Is it New Year's or New Year?
Jerv. First of all, we didn't pod before the fucking New Year. Don't do that. This is the last time I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell you Happy New Year anymore, nigga. Fuck you.
You stepping over the line, my G. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So a lot has happened in a total of we're on day 7.
Yeah.
Right? Day 7. You forgot we podded on New Year's Eve.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot has fucking happened. So Reese Davis says he discovers on one of the football players' apparel link. Now,
was it Milrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jalen Milrow.
And I'm like, okay, if I've seen link, I would not think of this acronym, first of all, if I've seen it. So he's like, thinks he's doing amazing journalism at this point. And he's like, let a naysayer know. What? First of all, when
Who told him that shit? Who told him that shit?
I'm curious. I'm curious if they did the Young Thug shit. You know how the prosecutor was like, hey, bro.
Truly humble.
I see this on your shoe. What does this really mean? And I'm pretty sure that the athlete probably told him that to not like.
Yeah.
you know,
You
whatever.
can't say let a nigga know. Yeah.
But the idea of him taking it public as elite journalism.
Well, because he don't know. Because there's literally just two Americas.
It's out his realm.
I thought the opposite. I thought
y'all think he ain't know?
I thought he heard it and he thought it was funny and he knew.
No.
Oh no, that's the way I read the whole situation. Like,
because
when they pressed him, he had got that little smile on his face. Like, yeah, I know.
That's a smile of like, oh shit, did I not fucking get it? Like, because here's the deal. He said it, and then he's like, what the fuck are y'all laughing at? Because it's McAfee, and then it's the two brothers. It's Woodson, right?
Yep.
Desmond.
Charles Woodson. Desmond Howard.
Desmond Howard. My bad. I knew it was some nigga from Michigan.
Shit.
I knew it was a nigga from Michigan. Okay, I'm racist.
One of them niggas.
Joey Galloway.
all y'all naysayers look the same.
But
so that's why, like Jason, he was like, what are y'all laughing at? And it's like,
he was dead ass.
It's an inside joke that I didn't get here. And oh shit, the inside joke is it's not naysayer. It's some shit that had I known, I would have never brought it up.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
see, I read that completely differently.
The thing I look at naysayers, that definition is completely different. It didn't even fit. It didn't fit at all.
Yeah,
so that's why I was really thrown off, because I'm like, wait, let a naysayer know.
And that's why I thought he knew, because he knew that it didn't even make sense. Like, as a person who does journalism and all of this, he probably knew, like, oh, this is funny.
It does.
Like, this is what
it does make sense.
Me.
Hold on. It does make sense. Like, if you were. Yeah, like to someone who thinks in sports, like, oh, because they always have doubters and naysayers, and they have to prove to them that they're much better, so I'm gonna let all the people who doubting us know that we're like, that's how white people think about sports.
Yeah,
we're like, this nigga talking shit. Like, that's
right.
Yeah,
for sure.
Shout out to Reese
that shouts to Reese Davis, man. You know what I mean? Because we know his heart, man. We know his heart, bro. You ain't racist, bro.
Bro, he came on our show the next day down there, and they ain't even asked his ass about it.
No,
they didn't ask him.
Bro, this is why they need more black people involved in things, brother. Like, they talked to him about the start time of the Rose Bowl, the national championship, Kurt Herbstreit damn dog. Like, we give a fuck. Like, bro, ask the nigga the question.
This is why we need. This is why we need DEI. This is exactly why we need DEI.
Fucking DEI, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
DEI, bro, for real, man. Fucking DEI.
His ass.
You wasn't there, JuJu?
Nah, I was at the house.
Damn.
I asked that. I was like, bro, I don't believe in Alabama. I don't believe in Michigan. I don't believe in none of these folks, man. Would you call me a naysayer?
But wasn't that the biggest story?
Yes.
Like, how did
literally.
Well, literally. On that note, excuse me, not of the biggest of the year. Sorry, not the biggest story of the year. Because a few days later, the world became aware of a West Virginia recruit named Noah Knigga. Now it's been brought to my attention. It's Knigga.
Knigga, yes.
There's a hard K. The nigga's still in there though. Like, you ain't fixing that much.
They didn't hide that. They didn't hide that nigga.
Not at all.
They didn't hide that nigga, man.
And then that story was the biggest story. And then pimping. Cat Williams came off the top rope. 2024.
Oh
Fuck.
Let me just say this right now. By the way, if you want to have some laughs about Noah Knigga, just check my Instagram page. I did a video about it.
We talked about it before you got on.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, but like Cat Williams, this is what I want to understand, right? Comedians talk shit about each other constantly. That's their little shit that they do. Right now, one of the most hated comedians behind the scenes is fucking Matt Rife. And the reason why they hate this nigga is because all the bitches want to fuck him. Literally, that's the entire source of the hatred is who the fuck he think he is, all these bitches. Oh, all your fans and bitches and shit like that. I'm like, yo, that's like a crazy ass reason to hate on someone, but it happens. That's normal. It's natural. As is the accusation, this nigga stole my jokes, right? What I don't understand is why people who are not in the comedy world, and I'm as close to that shit as possible, and I'm not in the comedy world. Why the fuck y'all care so much? Like, they care so much about what Cat Williams said, and then stupidly, they believe everything the nigga say. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. Cat Williams, funny as shit. Hilarious. Great delivery. When he talks shit, he talks it at a high level. But to believe everything he said, when the nigga said to you, I read.
What percentage do you believe of what he's the podcast?
I haven't heard the whole thing because I can't listen to 2 hours of this nigga lying.
70.
Shit.
It's like 3 hours almost.
It's 3.
I would say I would say probably 25-30%.
Wow.
I had it at 70%.
You got 70%
I believe around 80%.
I mean,
80% truth.
I mean, it like the fact that regardless of what you think about what people are reacting to, he does have fucking receipts on a lot of the shit that he said, right? And he's also had a lot of comics come out and back up a lot of the stuff that he said. So I'm not a lot, a good portion of the stuff, a sizable amount.
Give me an example. Give me an example of something that he said that was like, oh shit, he
said that Steve Harvey didn't stop doing comedy because he just wanted to stop. He could stop doing comedy because I embarrassed his ass on stage, and I called him this, and the third on stage, and I was way more funnier than him. I was better than him, and I was like, that sounded like a cap lie. But the video came out. The video came out. They posted.
No, Juju. I'm not talking about did he go on stage and embarrass Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
I'm talking about you think Steve Harvey quit comedy because of that?
Well, no,
I think Steve Harvey quit comedy because he wasn't funny no more, and there was a lot of niggas around. That's what I'm saying. Like he a self-proclaimed king of comedy. Once you king of comedy, you can't steal jokes.
I'll say this. We missing one part. We missing one part.
A wig.
Go ahead.
So back to JuJu. He did smoke. He did smoke him in the Detroit thing, right? Because there's even another thing that I can't even think of bruh name Uncle Leroy. He came and told a whole another story of how
DC Curry.
Yeah.
DC Curry.
We talked about this last week, right?
So DC Curry actually just talked about how they were in the mall and Cat Williams' kids wanted an autograph from Stephen Harvey, and he said no. So then the kids came back to Cat Williams and said, tell him your daddy. No. Yes. And said, tell him your dad's Cat Williams. They went back and Steve was like, who the fuck is Cat Williams? So then they came back, and then from there,
rightfully so though at that point in time, because he wasn't Cat Williams yet.
But Steve Harvey knew that nigga.
He was being disrespectful.
Yeah. Okay. So then he goes back. He says, fine. All right. Leave that man alone. Let him go on about his business. Right. So the Detroit thing, full circle moment with JuJu's talking about, he gets invited. Steve Harvey's like, all right, bro, you've done what you need to do. You've earned your way to come on. But instead of it being an opener, he versed him. He was that confident, like, yo, I'm Steve Harvey. Right. I do this shit, my nigga.
Right.
Fuck it. Ain't no way nobody gonna outstage me. And he actually got him, right?
Right.
Cool. But the part that Amin chimed in when JuJu was telling this part is that he's not saying, because of that he quit the comedies part. He was talking about he quit as far as like, I couldn't do movies because I had 7 shows going, right? Now, obviously, if you really look at the trajectory of most comedians, right? And you look at the range of where the trajectory of career or where niggas want to go, right? They start, they do all the comedy clubs, they buzz, they get the specials, then they potentially get invites and they get these like small movie roles, and then they go and get their own shit, right? That's the next thing. That never happened really for Steve Harvey, right?
But Trey,
I'm not saying that.
But that's my point. It's like, I wish I could quit something and be I did quit some shit and be a success. But real talk, it's it's insane to me to say like, first of all, to say I made a nigga quit. That ain't happen. Like, we ain't make that nigga quit. But also,
that's cabbage.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, that's the seasoning.
Right.
You gotta add.
It was a set.
Here's the thing. We understand that, but the majority of people react to this shit. They think this nigga Leonard went home like, I can't do comedy anymore. Cat's too funny. I gotta try something else. That's what they think. Like, come on, man. Let's not be silly.
Hold on.
That's why we're here for that.
Right. I got a response for what Amin is saying. So my biggest, I want to start us off by saying Cat Williams is a legend. He's hilarious.
Yep.
He's smart as fuck.
He's Mitch Richmond.
And he's hold on, just let me finish. No. We're not gonna go there, Trey. Let me finish. But the most interesting thing about this to me, kind of what Amin is saying, is the public's reaction. And I think it's even more interesting when you know that Cat Williams has said a lot of this stuff before on the internet, like word for word, bar for bar. And so the interesting part is really just the change of medium and the way that it's produced and promoted and distributed that it got this reaction. And it really
gave us a set.
Right. But it's, I wouldn't go that far because a lot of this shit was not jokes. Most of it is gossip. So my two biggest things is we are in a very, less masculine part of society right now, where everybody is feeding off of gossip. And like, obviously we're on a podcast, but like podcast shit, we're not gossiping, but that's the people are not watching that interview for the jokes. They're watching it for the gossip and who he's talking about. And he don't fuck with this nigga and that nigga. And so people are really tied into that. The other side is niggas love conspiracy theories and all kind of other shit where you could go do a deep dive on YouTube and all this and that. So niggas is tied into this whole notion of like Illuminati, and he mentions but bro, that's a large part, bro. If you look at all of this shit, people are talking about the Illuminati, the Epstein list.
Imagine the Illuminati being like, we need Steve Harvey.
No, the Illuminati. He said he's the craziest shit he said. And it's funny.
Him or Luda.
Before you move on.
Go ahead.
I just want to say the funny, because Cat Williams takes it as a joke, and the unfortunate part is people take it serious. He made the joke saying that the Illuminati had him and Ludacris in a meeting and decided on which one of them was going to be in the Fast and Furious movies. The fact that niggas took that as a serious thing and acted like it was a real Illuminati meeting, which I would just want the black people just to release ourselves from the clutches of Illuminati talk, please. That's my dying word. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I think that, look, the reason that it's getting traction, or to me, the reason I care about what he's saying about Steve and said, because these are kings of comedy. If somebody come in here and say, I'm T.I., I'm the king of the South, and I happen to rap in the South, hey, brother, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be on your ass pause the whole time trying to make sure people know I'm the real one. You feel me? So I feel like you can't call yourself the king of comedy, be wearing a goddamn toupee, be goddamn trying to get your best friend job, Bernie Mac. You can't be stealing jokes if you're the king of comedy. Like, bro, this is pertinent information. That part of it.
JuJu, I'm gonna be 100% real. That shit came out when they called them niggas the kings of comedy, and we all knew them niggas wasn't the kings of comedy. That shit was just the name of the fucking movie. Ain't nobody was like, the best comedians out there are Steve Harvey.
Advertising. It was good advertising.
Bernie was considered one of the best out.
Bernie was considered one of the best out. Steve Harvey had a funny show. Said was a supporting cast member on the show. And then who was the fourth nigga? Oh, DL. DL was killing.
He keep respect on DL name. That's my point. How come he got shit to say, but he keep respect on DL name? He keep respect on Bernie name. Some of this shit, I'm not saying everything he's saying true, but some of that shit that he's saying is like lame of them niggas to even be a part of stealing jokes and cutting out.
But let me ask you this, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a comedian, right? I think I'm funny. I'm not a comedian. Niggas been stealing.
That's the line.
The eye roll was crazy.
The hope is funny. That's what you're supposed to say.
Go ahead, brother.
And Jerv, if you wanna up the disrespect, you say, I'm not a comedian, but yo ho thinks I'm funny. That's when you want to get disrespectful.
So niggas have been stealing. Naysayers have been stealing jokes since the beginning of the time, right? And by stealing jokes, you hear a joke, We do it as human beings. You hear a story someone else tells, and then you might tell it in a different way, or you know what I mean, add something to it, or whatever the case may be to make the story funny. Now we tend to say, yo, my man said, or my people said, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like in comedy, you don't really gotta do that, especially if you're adding to the joke, right? Like, am I that's like I'm not on either side, but like I'm
bars. Imagine me taking one of Jay-Z lines and then calling it my own.
But niggas do that all the time.
No. I know what you mean, but I'm not a king of rap.
But Juju, here's the difference. It's almost never the smaller act stealing the bigger act shit. It's always the bigger act stealing the small act shit, because the belief is, well, niggas ain't never gonna hear him.
Right.
So no one's gonna be like,
Sensazione. My bad.
How do you say it?
It's extentacion.
That's
let me get it one more time.
That's not right.
It is. I went to go see the movie, bro, because I was really fucking that shit up. It's extentacion.
But let me get the X's.
It's literally supposed to be like X-rated type shit. You know what I mean? 3 X's.
Right.
Let me get the train back on the rails. Now we're gonna play a game. Cap, truth, and like just putting dubs on it, right? So I got a couple notes that was from this 3 hour, because Amin didn't see it, but I don't think Amin's going to watch the rest of it anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, and we'll determine what do you believe and what you don't believe. Okay.
Okay.
Now, despite video footage or not, just say true, false, cap. All right.
Go ahead and do it. Go. I know where you're going.
All right. So, no.
I know where you're going.
No, I'm not. I'm chilling. So, Cat Williams said, hold on, bro. He read 3,000 books at 8 years old.
Who's it on?
Cat.
You got to tell me.
You got to point to niggas straight.
I think we just supposed to say.
No. Everybody can say it.
Everybody answer.
Yeah, okay.
Cap.
I'm going cap.
3,000 books. That's a lot of books.
Super cap. I mean, you know them big ass caps that people motherfuckers be wearing now. That's what that shit is.
All right.
For you to have access to 3,000 books, that puts you in a tax bracket, or you just a library, or you live in the library. I don't know.
Look, 3,000 books is 8 books a day every fucking day. So one of two things. Either we're talking about at 8-7, right? Either we're talking about this nigga read Cat in the Hat.
See, that's what I'm saying. Hey.
You're not reading 8 Cat in the Hats every day though. You're not.
But he
doing
said he
that.
did this for 3 years straight.
No, it's super cap. Also, sidebar. Steve Harvey was never funny. Nobody ever thought Steve Harvey was funny. I just want to make sure that everybody.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna. say that,
nobody. Bro, we went to comedy. Niggas knew he was not funny. That's why he opened the show. Everybody knew that, bro.
Jason, understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying this nigga was fucking Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
it's like when people say Kevin Hart's not funny.
Jay Farrow.
Hey, we never go. This pod gonna be 3 hours fucking around.
I'm just saying, like,
3 hour pod, nigga.
I'm just saying, like, you can say someone isn't the funniest, but like these niggas is funny, man. Like you're not gonna go.
He was the least funny, and he was also not funny enough.
Sure.
Yeah, and also not funny enough to be considered a king of anything. Like nobody ever thought Steve Harvey was the king of anything.
Niggas give themselves nicknames all the time.
People thought this is what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, like you were in a different. Like
I was there. I saw that shit in the theater.
I did too, nigga, and nobody ever.
That's what I'm telling y'all. Listen, one second. You saw it in the theater, but the way that I know James Brown, the way that I know Wilt Chamberlain's career, I'm just seeing what the highlights is. And if ESPN keep telling me he was the best, it's this younger generation that actually think that Steve Harvey was a king of comedy, not because they were misinformed, just because they see that shit on the tape. They're like, you know what I mean? Placebo.
Let me ask y'all this. Whitney Houston called Bobby Brown the king of R&B.
He was.
Do y'all think he was the king of R&B?
Okay.
But that's different.
Right? No, but I'm just saying. But the nigga walked around calling for the king of R&B. Now, does that mean fucking Bobby Brown ain't had shit? Fuck out of here. Don't be cool that whole album. first beginning to end is fucking mother bangers. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and actually believe the nigga's the king of R&B. It's
But
just
I
some
think
shit
if
niggas
you feel like Cat Williams for real, you sound
All right,
exactly
hold
how
up.
Cat
Speaking,
sound,
hold up.
bruh.
Speaking of
Cat
Cat
sound
Williams,
because if you
speaking of Cat Williams, we should go back to Trey's game to get. So I would have played more Cat.
Right, go. If you a king of comedy, I seen Bill Burr doing movies and shit for 20 years, and he just put out a comedy special. These fuck niggas ain't put out a comedy special in 10 years. So I look, salute the Cat, bro. Y'all gotta sway back.
Yeah, that's my nigga. Yo, you my nigga, JuJu. My naysayer. You my naysayer.
All right, bro. Look, we back. Can Cat Williams run a 4.4 in the 40?
Cap.
What's the
Cap.
terrain?
Big cap.
What's the terrain, bro?
Well, he
How about
ran
the
it.
Memphis, how about
he
the Memphis
posted-
Grizzlies practice court?
The Memphis Grizzlies practice court.
No,
was
that
30,
was 30
Memphis 30 yards.
University.
He has Memphis University.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad,
that's
my
good.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that nigga ran 4.
How many yards do y'all think that was though? Real
That was,
talk.
30.
30. That was a 4.430. So what is he running? What is he running the actual 40 in?
Probably like a 5.1.
About 5-4.
That's pretty damn
It's
good
not
for a fucking
5.4.
52.
But okay,
5.4. Okay, that's pretty good for a 52-year-old.
Right.
we're not saying if it's
It's
good
still
or not.
Cat
We're
Williams.
saying-
Jay, it was a
Can I-
performance,
can I
bro.
say
He was putting seasoning on it. No
Again,
one
I'm
talks about it if he says, "Yo, I can run a
Jerv,
5.8." Yo,
I'm just on y'all for
Jerv.
taking it serious. This is my
Jerv,
whole
the game-
thing.
who
Yeah.
took it serious,
Y'all are
Y'all
saying it's a 4.4. He runs
You
fast.
naysay.
Bro.
Like,
bro? It was a funny clip, my nigga.
Bro, it's all jokes. I'm not taking none of this serious. Like,
Yo,
and the fact
I'm gonna
that
just say
niggas
this.
is crazy.
I'm just saying this. We all 5 of us here understand that this nigga was joking. He was making points, but making them in a funny way, right? So we all understand.
Yes.
Having said that, the game we're playing is cap or no cap. Not was he joking or not. So that's all we're doing here. We know it was
Facetious
all
or not.
yeah.
So
Here we go.
Back
Trey.
to the question.
Cat.
Back to the question. Cap. Okay. Steve Harvey stole Mark Curry's jokes. His whole
No cap.
swag.
No cat.
That's real. That's
No
real.
cap.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I saw Mark Curry say like, "Hey, you like bitch ass nigga, why you rich enough? Why you take my shit? You don't need my shit." Also, but now here's I don't know if you have this question on your list, Trey, but let me throw it out there. Steve Harvey not only stole his joke, but stole the concept of his TV show. Because remember hanging with Mr. Cooper,
Right.
but instead of a basketball player, he was a music. He was in a band or whatever.
Right. And instead
I'm gonna go no cap on that.
Romeo and Bullethead.
Are you going?
Yep.
No
I mean,
cap
I'm
or
sorry,
cap?
cat. I'm sorry, cat. I want to say cap on that.
I kind of feel you, Jerv, because I feel like it's a lot of similar shows. Like most sitcoms follow the same basic tenets.
Yeah.
So it's like to say that he stole. It wasn't like he had a little daughter at the house and was you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like Mark Curry, it was very, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, the nigga works at a school, like he's an ex whatever, like.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think
10 shows like that. I'm sure.
Well, are there 10 shows where a nigga was an ex famous for some other shit and now he has to teach at a school? But I guess
But he wasn't living with the two Johns though, so he's
so to back up your point, Jason, I guess you could say that Eastbound and Down is the same shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's a common
yeah.
trope in just film and
got
TV
you.
shit. So it's like,
Okay.
watch one season of Entourage. Everything's the same that comes on Ari Gold's plate, yo.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Everything's the same.
That's why even on the whole like Hollywood shit, the nigga saying Harvey Weinstein. First he said he got offered $50 million more times.
Hold on. That might be part of the game. Hold on, Jay. That might be part of the game. Hold up.
Let me back up. Before I step on toes. Sorry, Trey.
Jay, we trying to play the game.
You
We never gonna
naysayers.
get to
Trey, like, I got 4 questions on.
You can't take naysayers anywhere.
the fucking naysayer.
Naysayers gonna naysay.
All right. Did
Some real
Harvey
naysayer
Weinstein offer to suck Cat Williams' dick in front of a group of white people?
No cap.
No,
No
that's
cap.
cap.
That's
No cap.
Because he probably said it in a joking way.
Jerv. I get it. He's again. We all understand he's joking. He's being funny. Jerv. Every single Harvey Weinstein story is him perving out on women. You think the one gay, all the shit that's come out on this nigga, the one gay story is Cat Williams. He wants fucking Cat Williams to suck his dick or was it?
No. Let's not put that on Cat. It was the other way around. He did not ask Cat.
He wanted to suck Cat Williams' dick.
I think
that's what Cat said.
We've all answered. I feel like we've all answered.
No, I think what hold on, let me just say, because I think
this is a wild one to dive into.
I think what happened was, and it's probably true but not true, is that this nigga Harvey Weinstein was at a spot, whatever, with him, and was like, "Oh man, I love this motherfucker so much, I'll suck his dick right now."
I don't even think that. I don't even think that.
Can that be the clip?
No, Jason, I don't think Jason doing like, because he's like one of them white boys.
Yeah, you know, one of them crazy white dudes.
Yeah, I said this thing right now. This nigga's on fire, man. This naysayer right here, bro. Juju in the background, yo. Jerv, make Juju the main screen, real quick. Let's zoom in right here.
Okay, hold up.
You do it all. What do you mean you don't know how to do? You do this shit all the time.
So disappointed.
Y'all are kind of wild with this shit right now.
Oh my god!
Man, I'm just saying from an Arigo Entourage standpoint. I watched a lot of Entourage. I've been in Hollywood. I know what niggas is be talking about. You know what I'm saying?
You know, bro.
I don't. Come on, man. The jacket niggas trying to throw on you. The jacket they try. These naysayers trying to throw on you.
Jason, did they give you one of them wives?
No. Oh my god. And he really threw a lot of people under. I thought Ludacris' wife was cool. I didn't think I thought she was cool. Like,
I seen her.
That was
in person.
Yeah.
She cool.
That was kind of janky. Like, that's what I'm saying.
The weakest freestyle in the world.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, man. No, we good, bro. We not. This is the thing. We gotta keep going, bro. We not gonna never make it to this motherfucker because everybody got comments, bro. It's like good.
That motherfucker checked their pulse in it.
All right, so
get out of here.
Did all these comedians put on a dress and their career got better?
Cap. Because
not every comedian.
We saw Brandon T. Jackson get online and start crying after this shit, talking about I put on the dress and I didn't win. I didn't get all this.
That's homie from Big Mama's House too.
Yeah.
Roll bounce.
And Tropic Thunder.
Roll bounce. He also said he didn't want to play the game.
Right.
So you gotta ask them, like the people that put on the dress, they also had to decide to play the game.
I'm not rolling, bro. I think some niggas just ain't the nigga. Sometimes you just ain't the nigga, dog. Like
okay.
Yo, Brandon T. Jackson could have played every fucking game. That nigga was not gonna be the nigga.
I think it's a cheating on my man. Yo,
I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real. No disrespect to him. I thought he did a great job with Tropic Thunder, but
oh shit, he was in it.
I did a great job.
Remember, it's like, what's your girl's name? Like, what's your girl's name? Lance.
Well,
I said Nancy.
Bow Wow and roll bounce. That nigga said, "Nigga, I'm broke."
That's one of the great fucking lines.
See, he's not forgotten, bro. He's part of classic hood.
No, he not forgotten, but like Jason said, that nigga, there's no game that nigga gonna play backgammon, parcheesi, none of that shit. Where he was going to be. But I think there are maybe it's true. Maybe it's just the niggas that did it were fucking really talented people anyway.
Okay. Did Cat Williams turn down 4 $50 million contracts?
Cap.
What was the nigga? That nigga said that he had a $3 million scholarship to go to Florida A&M or whatever.
That's another one. We are doing that one right now. That's Cap. But this one, I think he.
You think he turned down 4?
Over the last, I think what he doing there is he probably turned down roles that then were later picked up by other actors, and them motherfuckers went and did the money, and he like, damn, that's another 50.
That could have been me. Okay,
right.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
But
I'm still gonna go Cat.
But that's not 4 times 50 million. Like that's him projecting some other shit, and you know what I'm saying.
True that.
I've turned down.
All right, the next one. Does doing freaky shit in Hollywood get you a wife with the same face?
I think he was just that was cap, right?
I think that was just shooting on
talking
niggas.
shit, man.
Yeah,
Right.
that's just shit talking.
Because he ain't
because here's the thing. Here's the thing about like overall what Cat Williams shit is. I think he's doing the thing where it's like, why are these unfunny niggas more successful than me, who I'm way more funnier than? That's one. And the second thing he's doing is, why are these niggas who ain't even like Luda is a rapper? This nigga ain't no actor, ain't no fucking never had to do material like this. Why is he getting roles? And like again, like, all right, you know, that's a valid point on some level, and on another level, nigga, get your weight up, not your hate up.
Right, a lot of this shit too, bro. Like you said, somebody Kevin Hart and all these folks got industry plants, bro. Some of these folks just have good management. Some of these folks have representation that can get you in the door, and some of y'all representation can't, bro. In the Illuminati, come out manager, right?
And JuJu,
they show up on time.
Because Kevin Hart talked about this shit years ago. It's like Cat did not make it, not because he didn't want to play the game or whatever. Cat didn't make it because the nigga would show up late and like treat people like shit and like and all that shit. And the other thing that he said is like, yo, every comedian, every person under me, I've tried to make them bigger. I try to blow them up. I try to put them places. Tiffany Haddish, all these people. Is like, the motherfuckers under Cat. It's like Memphis Bleak and them niggas under Jay-Z. Like, you might get a little opportunity from being around me, but you ain't never gonna surpass me or have your own shit going on.
But I mean, I don't think that has any bearing on his success. Just like with Jay-Z, like you don't need to put all of these other little niggas on if you really that nigga. And I feel like Cat is that nigga to us, but the thing is his professionalism kind of seemingly, from my perspective, again, I haven't been in all his meetings and all his scenarios, so I don't really fucking know.
Let me ask you a question. Jason. Do you think, like, Cat Williams is a funny nigga? Yes, we all agree on that. The nigga's hilarious.
The Kristen Neef of comedy.
Nah, come on. Yo, and you want to get on me?
I'm fucking around, Cat. I had a joke. I wanted to say it, Cat. That was on me.
This nigga JuJu Gotti.
This nigga, where's a barhead man?
What is a JuJu anyway? It's a JuJu. No,
sick impersonation, man.
Yo, but the thing I'm gonna say is like, okay, Cat Williams, let's say we put you in the Kevin Hart role. You could be Kevin Hart. You ain't gotta wear no dress. You ain't gotta suck Harvey Weinstein's dick or whatever, right? You gotta do no shit, right? Do you think this nigga could like play the different roles that Kevin Hart has played? Do you think this nigga could host like game shows and shit like him? Like,
I think he could, bro.
I think he could.
I think he could.
You think I don't know.
I probably would watch that shit more.
But listen, this is the issue though, is that Cat Williams.
Nova, my bad.
Okay.
Bossa Nova.
And we're black.
But yeah, I feel like Cat Williams could do all those roles, but again, I think it goes back to the professionalism of actually like going through everything. And that was the issue that it seemed like he was having, because he was saying, oh, I just was telling them to change little things about this and that. And they probably like, nigga, change what? Nigga, we hired you to say these lines and do this role and show up on time and not be drunk and not be high. And Kevin Hart coming here and that nigga be smiling and clear-eyed and shaking everybody's hand.
I done seen that shit. The nigga came in for South Beach Sessions and it was like a fucking machine working the room and shit. Like, niggas, he didn't need to know who the fuck we were, but he was just like, hey, how you doing? I'm Kevin. Like, I was like, oh shit, all right, nigga, like, you don't have to do that. But I'm gonna tell you who Cat Williams is. I just thought about it. Not Mitch Richmond. You know who he is? He's Paul Pierce. He's Paul Pierce looking at Dwayne Wade and saying, like, if I had all them opportunities, I'd have 3 championships too. And it's like, we don't say that Paul Pierce is whack or some people did, but like, that nigga's nice. Like, that nigga was a Hall of Fame top 75 player. But you're not Dwayne Wade, bro. And I don't know if Paul could have done the things Dwayne Wade did, you know, if he was in the same situation. Meaning, I don't know if it would have had the same results if you had put him in Dwayne Wade's situation. But also, I said this at the time, Paul's not the only. I have so many ball players who just, man, you think, man, if I had, man, they was trying to hate on coaches, hating on me, man, they didn't want to let me do my thing, man. Like that shit, every fucking ball player has some fucking stories like that about how they wasn't letting them do whatever, and they wasn't letting me be me. And man, if they gave me what LeBron has, and they just let me do my thing. There's so many fucking ball players who are not Hall of Famers or not top 75 who fucking think like that. And I think the same is true for comedians. A lot of them look at the niggas that are number one and say, man, I'm funnier than that nigga. Man, if I had them opportunities. But the reality is, much like, hey, being LeBron is not just playing the game and then, all right, cool. It's so much extra shit on top of it that you got to do, including you could never be the controversial nigga. You got to be the mother that brings people together. Even when you're controversial, it's some mild ass shit, right? Them niggas can't live. There's no fucking way Gilbert Arenas could have been Dwayne Wade, right? And that's not a question of Gilbert's talent. The nigga's crazy.
Right.
He's mad fucking unreliable and he does crazy ass shit, bring guns and all that. That's why you can.
Gilbert Arenas might be the better comp for Cat Williams, honestly.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. For real, because his talent is off the charts and the nigga's unpredictable as fuck. And it's like, I think those are the two trademark qualities of Cat Williams. But also to your point, I mean, I think that's why so many people fuck with this interview, because they feel like that themselves, that they're the aggrieved party, and that this person is not, you know, as good as they should be in their job and their position in life, and they're looking like, yeah, like, hey, I feel like that nigga. And it's like, well, this nigga's actually talented, but he shouldn't be complaining either, for real.
Cat Williams Hall of Fame though, bro. Gil not. Moving forward, we got a question that I asked the group, right? There was a young lady on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying, "Oh damn!" I was like,
"Really?
How does Beyonce get wet for Jay-Z?" And it was an image of Jay-Z. And I told the chat, sometimes things are a business decision, despite whether they're in love, crazy in love, no pun, or whatever works. But it both benefited them. You know what I'm saying? Whether you allegedly think that he groomed her or however, they have kids together and it actually worked out. They're both billionaires. They're very successful, and it was the best business move for both of them. And sometimes when you really think about love doesn't pay the bills. So getting back to the group, the panel, if you had to make a business decision marriage, who would you marry as your business decision? Starting with Jerv.
That's an easy call for your boy. Make him up and good, nigga. we outside.
This horny ass nigga, man. Damn.
Outside.
It's not who do you want to fuck, Jerv. It's like, who's the business decision?
How is she adding value to you?
Well, first of all, I'm now in the tabloids, right? Podcast is through the roof now, right? So like niggas is checking in because now like women care about the pod all stupid because Megan Good's nigga is on the pod, right? I start a podcast with her. We do a relationship podcast. Oh shit! Now I'm writing a book. Oh shit! Now I'm like in like little commercials because niggas gonna hit up Trey like, damn, don't you know, dude? Right? So it's like, yo, now I'm in like, what you mean? How my life's gonna change? My life's about to be amazing.
Jerv is saying he would be just proximity famous to any chick that he wants to smash.
No, bro, to the back.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, Jerv, you could literally insert famous woman here, and the same thing will work for that.
But if you ask me if I got to pick one out of all the famous women, I'm gonna pick the one I want.
That's not consistent, bro.
That's not like a 100x plan. Like you're not really taking it to like the full extent. You know what I'm saying?
He not
Like,
even-
my fault. I left out the fact that the money I get, I'm gonna start investing that money. I'm gonna probably try and build a school in Dr. Umar style. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna teach kids how to do podcasting and content creation. It's about to be Jerv Day in Southwest Philadelphia. It's about to be major, my guy. All because I bunned up. I don't understand why like this is so hard to believe.
Yo, button
it's not hard to believe at all.
Fucking Megan Good. Listen, fellas, if Megan Good happens to get back on the free agent market, get her because she can provide all these things according to John Gervais. Amin, who would you business decision marry?
Oh man, like this is an easy one, right? It's got to be like Kylie Jenner, right? She's a billionaire. Everything that family touches blows up, right? More ways than one. And like my nigga Jerv said, like I wouldn't mind smashing. Like see what all the hubbub is about. See what all the fuss is about over here. Lift up that hood. See how much Yeah,
that's crazy.
Fucking. Like I could list a lot of women I'd rather have sex with, but like not many of them are billionaires. So
yeah, that's why I said that's why it's a business decision, bro. Like. Yeah. You're not thinking about like Jerv horny ass.
I don't have to be a billionaire. I'm okay. I don't need to go get Oprah to be a billionaire. I'm okay with being up like a couple mil, like a little 50 to 75, living out Malibu, palm trees, all types of shit, fancy cars. I'm gonna have all that, bro. I'm gonna flip the bag. What don't y'all understand? I'm betting on me. Like, what?
Jerv's about to be broke and fucking divorced.
And she gonna leave his ass. That's not the ideal business decision, nigga. All right, Jason, who's your business decision marriage?
Well, yeah, you took my first pick in the chat. So I'll let you hold on to that one.
Who?
No, I haven't said yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you because your pick was fucking.
But Tracy Ellis Ross will be my.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
She's in a great family. She's a superstar. She's in my field. I could put her in a movie. She can introduce me to people. You know what I'm saying? It's the full gamut, and we gonna producing.
She produced too, right?
Oh yeah, I think she produced as well. So we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in lockstep. We're gonna be at the parties, Denzel, all of that. She gonna.
What? So because I didn't say I was going to parties with her. I'm like he said the same shit I just said, except for the fact that he's gonna put her in a movie. I'm starting a podcast with her. He's putting her in a movie. What's the big difference?
Megan Good is a regular ass fucking Hollywood chick.
Whoa,
man.
Ho. That's my business wife right there, bro. Don't talk about my business wife.
Let's talk about my business. That's the episode. Don't talk about my business wife, by the way.
Yeah, she don't have no other connections, Jerv. It's just her.
She's pretty. That's all.
Yeah, and trying to get and go. She's still going to auditions, Jerv. Like,
yeah,
I'm talking about.
Whoa, yo. Disrespectful, yo.
Niggas not sending her scripts. Niggas throwing it around.
Yeah, like
that's crazy. Y'all niggas is mad rude, yo. I'm not standing for this.
Jerv, can I introduce you to Viola Davis? Ava DuVernay.
That's a great.
Ava DuVernay would be a great call. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a great call, bro. But his horny ass just want to have sex. That's all he's thinking about, bro. He just want to have sex, man. He horny, man. My pick, bro, is her. You know what I'm saying? She got the nationwide is on your side.
She's an advertiser.
She an advertiser. She got the brand.
Shout out to JuJu. Speaking of great representation, this motherfucker's everywhere, isn't she? For someone who admittedly I'm not the right demographic, I can't name a single song of hers, but she's every fucking where.
Yeah, she's
pretty impressive.
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
Yeah. But my backup would be Kris Jenner, not Kylie Jenner.
You're wilding, bro.
So you're Corey. Was that Chris Gamble? Corey Gamble?
Yeah, I'm moving.
First off,
I'm moving.
That would be kind of Jerv bag. That's what Jerv thinks he's really good at doing.
Dr. Umar is losing his mind right now over you bunny hoppers.
Oh, yo, Dr. Umar, because you know about other backups were like Whitney Cummings and fucking Selena Gomez. Again,
Selena Gomez is a good one.
Dude, she
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh my God. Oh, erase.
Top shelf.
Okay. If I'm just being Jerv, Give me Sydney Sweeney. I don't even give a shit.
Just me and Jerv is wild.
Maybe I'll drive you to them auditions. Oh my God.
That's top shelf milk.
If I'm being
top
Jerv,
shelf
I'm going
milk
Margot
right there.
Robbie all day. I'm going Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's another
Robbie,
one.
that's a good business decision. No, that shit is so funny because niggas replaced horny with just being Jerv. It's crazy. Yo, you being Jerv right now. Yo, we using Jerv as a verb, bro. Niggas, yo, you being Jerv. Look at this nigga being Jerv. That's crazy.
It's real,
man.
bro.
Shit is real out here. Man, shout outs to y'all choices, bro.
J-Lo?
Alabama.
For J-Lo?
I'm cool. I mean,
Cool
she
on
probably
J-Lo?
would. She cool.
J-Lo wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind J-Lo.
She alright. You know, I don't know. I got to see her in person, bro, because it might be digital.
She's tough. I heard, like, as a person. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. She seem annoying, bro.
You seen that picture, fucking Ben Affleck smoking that cigarette? You want that to be you? No.
You when he closed the door.
No.
Did y'all see how Megan Good was holding Jonathan Majors down at the? You don't want your lady to hold you down like that? Come on, bro. That's a strong black queen right there.
Look at all her clothes smell like cigarettes. All her clothes smell like cigarettes, nigga. Deal with that. Take that emphysema, nigga.
Nigga Jerv said, I'm gonna smoke with her. What are you talking about?
He definitely would. Yo, so we got two things that happen. Stanley Cups. When did that shit become a thing?
Like hockey?
No, the actual fucking cup.
No, it's like a thermos.
The fucking thermos, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all that I'm gonna be some real shit. Some real naysayer shit I'm about to say right here. All that fucking like, I have a Yeti cup. It's for two people, white people and bitches. No nigga I know. They're like, oh, I need my man. It's like, you know what cups I use?
Oh, you did say Jones. Mm-hmm. Never mind.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
He just proved your point. I was going through my mind. Everyone said it to me.
and on your point, I mean, going back to the Cat Williams thing, I am so glad that white people did not get involved in that. Like,
yeah.
And I feel like the Stanley Cup thing is not our thing. Like, we don't know shit about it. I'm not really gonna, and we shouldn't. And we should just let that be white people business with pumpkin spice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do that.
Whoa. But we're not gonna have his pumpkin spice stand against it straight, my nigga. It's a very delicious cup of coffee.
So
Jerv, it's very nasty that you like anything pumpkin flavor.
This is what Jerv does. He drinks his pumpkin spice shit while wearing a Duke t-shirt and not watching Life. That's what this jigaboo naysayer over here does.
Life is still a very overrated movie.
Crazy.
That ain't what you said. You said that shit sucked.
Oh yeah, no, it's ass.
Oh, brother.
I'm standing on it.
Oh,
shout out to the OGs though.
Oh, brother, man.
But didn't y'all think it was crazy that it was Cat Williams shit got 25 million views in like however many days? And I didn't see no white people tweeting about it at all.
I'm just glad that they had the common sense now. You think it wasn't on their radar, or they were like, let the naysayers fight it out.
No, they did chime in on the part about like actors wearing the dresses, right?
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
Even Mark Lamont Hill took the time out to list 35 white males that wore a dress in.
But he's still black though. I didn't see no white people talking about it.
Which my nigga Gary Owens was talking about. Definitely was talking about. I mean, he got name dropped.
Oh, Gary, Gary Owens.
He gave it. Here's. I mean, I'm not trying to have it go back, but that's another reason I believe you got motherfuckers co-signing the shits. Why wouldn't I believe a large percentage? But my bad. Sorry, I know Trey. My bad.
Where are Ari Spears' eyebrows? I don't know if y'all saw that video.
He got him and Faison, bro.
My fault. One last thing about the whole Cat Williams thing. The shit that I really hate is that every living black comedian has taken to Instagram to let us know my thoughts on the situation. I'm like, guys, I don't need everybody to chime in. Just shout out to Cypher Sounds. Trey, did you see Cypher Sounds post?
I seen it, yes.
Cypher Sounds, it's like Cat Williams. I'm gonna be at the DC Improv, by the way, this weekend. Make sure you get your tickets. Also, Cat Williams. Cat Williams. I'm trying to go viral. Cat Williams.
Yo, I will say it's a win for the culture. Despite how niggas felt, despite how niggas is offended, people learned about some shit they didn't know if they were young. They went back, they tried to verify their services. I mean, their resources so that they could make TikToks and say Cat was right or whoever. All the streams are up. Motherfucking comedy shit.
I stand.
You know what I mean?
Cat.
All this shit was being ran up. Movies, you know what I mean? Stand-ups, all have been streamed.
50 Shades of Black and fucking all them shitty ass.
Right.
Shitty
He's terrible at picking movie roles, if we want to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys think
he is funny at them though.
In Jumanji and Central Intelligence and shit like that? No, and what's the one with what do you call it? Where he's a teacher? Night School?
Night School, Ride Along. I mean,
well, not all of them, but yo, there is a large pocket of Kevin Hart's probably catalog that you could just sub Cat out because he's just funny.
So I would say this, right? Kevin Hart was on ESPN doing this podcast thing, right? Yep. He had one opportunity to win us back. We had all our attention because it's very rare. Black people been did this, right? He's not ours anymore, right? He had an opportunity to like really be funny, and he took the cheesy route. I get it. Protect the bag. Because you're beyond this. You're big. You're beyond this. You're beyond this, brother. You got a movie coming out.
What was he supposed to say? He took shots.
Jerv.
He was supposed to be funny. He wasn't funny.
He was supposed to be funny. The shot was not funny.
I'm gonna say
it was
this.
a pew pew. It wasn't.
It was
pop. You know,
it was
what
a
I'm saying?
funny. Let me put it this way, Jerv. It was a funny that the four of us could have done.
Yes.
I mean,
like that like it was mildly funny, but it was like if it was us, I'd be like, yo, this shit was funny. But it's like he's a professional comedian. I would have thought that he would have been able to A, stay within the boundaries of being professional, but B,
and still find that either this motherfucker cleanly, like a good line to be like, all right, look, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna show you true master classes. Like Chappelle would have easily killed that nigga off. Like he would have been like, hold on, Cat, you know what I mean? Like he would have did some bullshit, right? Yeah. And that's where I put that tweet out about like, look, bro, you had our attention. I ain't paid attention to Kevin Hart in years, family. So I'm like, all right, this is shot. I'll go watch a movie, nigga, if he had a good comeback right here. Here, nigga. Like right here.
But look, right, I think the thing
nigga said, you got me. I'll watch a movie if you can make me laugh right now.
Make me laugh, clown.
But this is the thing, Trey. I think what Cash shit really did to me is expose how washed up all of this generation of comedians is. All of these niggas coming out saying shit, all that shit was not funny. The niggas was taking themselves too seriously. Kevin Hart was not funny. Steve Harvey didn't even say nothing. Said shit, was trying to be serious and cover for like none of y'all niggas is funny anymore. Truth be told, like y'all day.
I just saw Said live maybe a couple months ago, bro. He's still. I'm not acting like he's as funny as he was back in the day, but like it was a funny show.
But that goes back to my original point. It's like the niggas are funny. They're just not like the funniest nigga I've ever seen. Like I watched Chappelle's shit and the one that we reviewed last week, and I was like, this nigga's the greatest living comedian, and maybe he might be the greatest comedian.
According to a few other people, he's not.
I'm not gonna get on that.
I'm not even going to get on that.
As funny as his old shit.
I'm not going to get on that because that shit was good 70-80% funny, and niggas was like, Cat Williams is way better than that nigga.
70% funny, that special?
Yeah, it was about 70-80.
70-80? I guess I was the only nigga laughing, I guess.
Yeah, you talking about that?
That's not a good enough percentage. That's not 70 to 80?
I would say like 90% of that shit was funny. 95.
Wow, I would have went closer to 55.
I mean, if it's 90, that's tiptoeing on.
Jason, you thought that shit was half funny and half not funny?
It's like 75, 80.
I gotta be honest with you, my nigga.
I've moved on to Jason now.
I'm looking at what I'm looking at, and the shit that he did with Killing Him Softly and the one after with the Ja Rule joke, like that shit was like 90 to 100, right? What I'm looking at with these last 4 or 5 specials, it's a lot of long stories. Some of the jokes is hidden, some of them is not. I chuckle, but it ain't really like It ain't hitting the same, bro. I just got to keep it funky with you.
First of all, you can't. I don't believe in grading on a curve. Like, well, if killing himself was 100, then this shit got like no. Like every shit is its own shit. I sat down, I watched it, I fucking laughed, man. I thought that shit was funny. I was laughing most of the time. I thought the stories was a lot shorter, and the punchline and their stories were more clearly about the punchline than previous specials he's had, where it's like he's trying to get a message and also make it funny. This one's like, there's no message. I'm just telling the story so we can get to this punchline and laugh. And I thought that nigga killed it, man.
Remember when he used to just tell jokes, though? Remember when niggas used to just tell jokes? The nigga always used to tell the fucking killing himself. He talk about being in the limo, going through the hood. But that whole shit is funny. That whole setup.
So was this shit. This shit with the Russian dude and all that shit, that shit was funny,
when
bro.
He's talking about powerful drink, it's not as funny, bro. It's serious and it's good, but I'm talking about a nigga killing minute, second, like the whole thing. Like sometimes when a nigga's telling the story,
55. Jason, you said 55%.
55% of it was.
Meaning 45% was. You think it was 45% him telling setups?
I mean, I think this is what I think Jason is trying to say. This get off Dave Chappelle dick. Is that what you saying? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Jason.
Yes.
I just try to track
hey, JuJu, get on Jason's dick. How about that?
Damn.
At least the dick I'm on is famous.
Oh, wow.
And it's a clip. It's a clip. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck is up? That's a clip. That's a clip.
Hey, yo, hey, that's the one. That's the one that'll make Mason Cam faint. So in Leeds, Alabama, a man jumps into a bass fishing tub, like aquarium tub.
Yep.
Bass Pro Sports.
So first of all, Leeds, Alabama, that is the birthplace of Charles Barkley. Let's start there.
Nice.
That's fucking wild that shit happened at that. Number two is, I guess when you go to Bass Pro Fishing, they got this big ass mountain and an aquarium with fish in it and shit. In Florida, some nigga had caught one of the fish in there trying to walk out with it, like a big ass fucking trout.
I thought it was like a marlin or some shit.
No, I wasn't no marlin. Marlins, they can't no marlin in there. Marlin's way too big for that. So this nigga who his family says has had mental health issues. I should call him a naysayer. He's a white man. He's a white man. He strips naked and then literally climbs on top of the mountain and dives into the water. Starts doing a backstroke, everything, comes out, tells the cops who are there, if you want me, come in the water and come and get me. So the cops are just like, yo, sooner or later he got to come out. So they just sat there and wait. This dumbass tries to climb over the edge to get out, slips, falls, smashes his head into the ground, knocked out. Cops come, cuff him up. Motherfucker comes back to life, like fucking Will Ferrell, and starts like wriggling like a fish. So the cop basically puts his hand and like holds the nigga head against the ground, and the guy starts yelling, "Record this! They're gonna kill me! They're gonna kill me!" He butt ass naked, bro. And I just said, man, I think that might be if I have mental health issues, man, just don't let me go out butt ass naked, crying like a bitch.
Slow down, mental health, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, Charles. I mean, look, it's unfortunate that people, he got put in that situation, whether he put himself in the situation or not. But again,
I'm not laughing at all.
I'm laughing. That's just
the ladies was not being nice to him online.
Oh yeah, the shit I saw was blurred.
So that was a double L. I don't even think it was.
I'll be keeping it being. I didn't check. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to put that out there.
How I first seen this in the first place through a quote tweet. And the brother was quote tweeting about the man's manhood. I'm like, brother, what are you doing? Like, what is this even? So yeah, bro. I don't know.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. Good call with your underwear on or something, bro.
Yeah, man. Just keep the speedos on, bro.
He could have jumped in with the clothes, bro. Like,
it should have said something like, "I was in the pool. I was in the pool."
I get it, man.
It's a Sub-Zero. But yeah, bro. Like, I don't know, man. At least he made it. I thought you were finna say he died. How he hit his head on that floor.
Nah, that'd be one hell of a way to go, though. Butt ass naked and dead.
Butt ass
in
naked.
a Bass Pro Shop.
In a Bass Pro Shop. Motherfuckers buying camo hats and shit.
Right. John Deere and them boys.
And them boys with the 6 seed in the Midwest region. John Deere and them boys.
I think that's it, man. I think we had a minute 30. It's a classic episode, instant classic for 2024. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure, man. For sure. We're off to a bang this season. Pause if necessary.
It's too late for the pauses, bro. The pause has been thrown out.
Come on, G. You should not be worried about that pause right there, okay?
That should be called Pause Patrol, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Patreon.com/count the dings. Make sure you're getting all the extra content. We're brought back the OG pod last week to talk about the Ja Morant story that Tom wrote about. So we're going to be doing that regularly from now on. So make sure you're locked in for that. And everything else for Trey, for Jason, for Jerv, for JuJu. I'm Amin Hassan, reminding you to stay black, naysayers.